Let's play a game. It's a very funny game. Let's practice. There are some predictions you have to make. I have my personal predictions, maybe right, maybe wrong. You should also have your predictions. Let's go ahead. Suppose right there when the students' protest took place, the number of Awami League voters, suppose, was X. So what happens after that? The number of Awami League voters may decrease, may increase. If they increase, let's see what happens. Every day, Y number of voters increases or Z number of voters decreases. So the question is, if Awami League voters increase, then how long it takes to get the number double, that is double X. Or if the number of Awami League voters decreases, then when can it be half? Right? Half X. A serious question, but don't take it seriously. Try your best to imagine what may be the result. Right? So let's see, after 40 days from the protest, what happens? The number of Awami League voters will come to X plus 40Y or X plus X minus 40Z. Either one of these, right? So how can you measure, how can you visualize the help from time machine, This is a scientific term. We imagine that there will be a machine by the scientists and we can wear it like spectacles, or we have some things like ECG. And when you attach that machine, time machine, you can go back anytime you want, you can go forward anytime in front. What happened in 1900, you can see. You can go to 2010, you can go to 2030, you can go to 2040, like that. So this is time machine, but probably science cannot make this, invent this machine. This is impossible, I think. If it is impossible, but it's not impossible for philosophers. You have to have philosophical eyes. Prophet, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, prophet means you can see something in the future. What happens 20 years later? Suppose 50 years ago, some people may have seen that mobile phones will come, internet services will come, such and such roads and highways and things. So if great philosopher can imagine, because he has the eyesight, the time machine, that is philosophical time machine, philosophical eyes. Philosophy can see what is unseen by common people. So Socrates was the father of Western philosophy. Plato was a philosopher. Aristotle was a philosopher. Scientist Newton was a philosopher. Qazi Nazrul Islam, Rabindranath, they were philosophers. So these people could see in the future, foresee something that's going to happen maybe 100 years later, 200 years later. So there's science, in Japan, some years ago, it was calculated that the number of population in Japan in the month of May 2030, the number will come down to 1. So 1 person will live in Japan. This is according to statistics. Mathematically, it has been calculated. Right? But if you look at the philosophy, if you have eyesight, you will find that in 2030, in the month of May, in Japan, there may be 1 crore people, 10 million people. And the result, if it is right, then philosophical eyes are very powerful, are very calculative. right? Very, very calculative. And time machine's not really easy. Probably it can't happen. Science cannot invent time machine. You have these spectacles, you have some machine attached with your head. Whatever you imagine, you can see maybe 200 years later, maybe 500 years later, like that. So it's very difficult, right? So I just want your idea on this survey. I have already talked to many. Most of them said that the number of voters is decreasing day by day. The Awami League voters decreasing. Probably it's opposite. The voters are increasing because of some incidents that Awami League common people have seen, like Sheikh Mujib's, so has been abolished and so many things, it's very rubbish to tell more in detail. You understand that things are very difficult. So because of cleverly, because of treachery, there are so many reasons. That's why the number of Awami League voters may increase, or because of some reasons the number goes down. You may think that as there are opportunists, whenever the one party forms the government, that many people try to convert into that political arena. So this is how the picture goes down. And some people say that unless one government comes and rules, Awami League voters will not increase. They think that this is a Bangladeshi culture. If someone, suppose BNP, if they are voted in power, after some years, people will turn towards Awami League. They will look behind. They will turn behind BNP. This is what happens in our country. Very difficult question, but don't take it that difficult. Just try your best. If it is possible, just write in the comment below what do you think, whether the voters of Awami League are decreasing or increasing. That's for now. Thanks for watching.